I've been to New Zealand a couple times now. I think this is my 4th trip to New Zealand, so really enjoy it, and beautiful country and great people. This has been a tournament that's been very good to us in the past. We've recruited out of this event before, and a large number of really good, talented kids have come out of this event. So it's been about 3 years since I've been to this event, but it just so worked in my schedule that I could squeeze out a couple days. So I'm here for the next 2 days to watch the best high school talent in the country. Yeah, I think the thing that stands out for me with players from here are just kind of their basketball IQ, the shot clock, the FIBA rules. Players come to the States already having an understanding of time and score and shot clock, so they've had a different level of coaching and different kind of coaching too, which allows them to transition to the college game, pretty smoothly. So yeah, look for things like that. Yeah, when I come recruiting, I come to find a certain player. Now, there are certain players that are on a radar, or they're a name on a list, but the large majority of kids are kids that we'll just discover as we're watching a certain player. Another athlete will pop on the radar. So, and that's the exciting part of our job. Our head coach is Terry Porter, who spent 17 years in the NBA, was a head coach for the Bucks and the Phoenix Suns. So finding particular players that fit his style of play and his system is critical. So, guys that value the ball, guys that are tough, guys that are tough-minded, guys that want to play defense, things like that. Those are the things I'm looking for. Yeah, the FIBA events are great, and now it's possible for all the U.S. colleges to go to the FIBA events no matter what time of the year. So that's a rule that the NCAA changed a couple years ago, which made it made an advantage to the athletes and to the colleges. So I think it's good. But there are a lot of schools, the majority of the schools can't just recruit from the FIBA events. We have to be able to come to events like this and see kids who are a little bit under the radar. Where it comes to scouting, they always say go where people know you, and I spent a lot of time in Australia as well as a player, as a coach. And so my plan is to go from New Zealand to Australia for a couple days and check out the talent there. So I think in general, the talent in the South Oceania area has really improved in the last 10 years. So I don't know if it's ever going to become a recruiting hotbed, but I know that there's tons of talent here and a lot of good players. Had a little bit of a rocky start, but we've really taken some steps to get our program moving in the right direction. So expect a big year from us. Our conference is outstanding. The West Coast Conference, top 8 ranked league in the country in the United States. So it's a pretty high level of competition, high standards. So yeah, but we're looking for a really big year from our guys and our team. And we actually have one of your players from Auckland Grammar, former players, Taki Ferenson. He's a redshirt sophomore in our program. So looking for a big year from Taki. So I guess in terms of balancing the academic side of things and the athletic training side of things, that's the hardest thing for most student athletes to do. But we look for student athletes that are good students, one, and then two, obviously they have to have a certain level of talent and skill level to play at an elite level. Our conference, the West Coast Conference, teams that people would recognize from that conference are teams like Gonzaga, St. Mary's, BYU. Those are kind of the premier teams in our league, but that's the standard of player that we're looking for, teams that will allow us to compete and beat those teams. Yeah, the advice I'd give to any of these young athletes is to live your dream and go after your dream. If you really want to pursue a college education, a college degree, it's there to be had. There's many scouts here. There's multiple scouts, so it's just a matter of being seen at the right time, and hopefully your skill set matches the needs of that university. So yeah, live your dream your dream, and then go to school. You're only as good as your grades. The academic requirements, it's getting harder and harder to get into college, so make sure you have all the proper NCAA requirements.